Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. First things first, of course, I spilled water on me right before filming and I'm just too impatient to wait for it to dry or change, so just ignore the water spill. Second of all, it is so windy in my condo, so I'm praying that you guys can hear me fine and the wind is not too annoying. But in today's video, I want to talk unlocking your potential because we are officially done 2 months already of the new year, and I feel like around that 60-90 day mark is when people start to realize, okay, 2 months is already done in the new year. It's not too late to turn our life around this year, but a lot of the times people are at that awkward stage where it's very okay to admit that you might have slacked off. You didn't start the new year the way that you said you would. You maybe have fallen off on your vision and your goals. And so I think around that 90-day mark is the perfect time to really tap into understanding and asking yourself the hard questions to really unlock your potential this year, because it's not too late. So that is where this video comes into play, where we are going to be talking about 10 uncomfortable questions that you are going to ask yourself to unlock your potential in 2025. This is going to be a very real and raw and vulnerable exercise that you are going to do with yourself. So I want you guys to write down these 10 questions, whether you answer them and pause them throughout this video or just write down the questions, because I would recommend for you to take a couple hours to really sit with yourself and just sit in a quiet space. And after this, after watching this, after writing down these questions, going through each and every single one of them and being honest with yourself and diving deep into every single one of them. Okay, uncomfortable question number 1. If you were to repeat the same habits that you did yesterday every single day for the rest of the year, where would you end up? I talk about it so much, how success is so hidden in your daily habits. Your daily habits are so important because success doesn't just happen overnight. It's a cumulative effect of the little habits that you have every single day that lead to that bigger outcome, which is why the habits that you are possessing daily are so important. So I want you guys to make a list of the habits that you did yesterday, paying really close attention to them. Did you wake up late, right? Did you not do the things you said you were going to do? Did you, if you have fitness goals, and we're talking fitness maybe, did you eat unhealthy? Did you skip the gym? Did you complain and have a negative mindset, and that is the thing that always holds you back? Like, look at all the categories and all the things from when you woke up to when you went to bed, all those habits that you possess throughout the day. And like I said, ask yourself, if you were to possess them every day for the next year, where would you end up? Would they serve you? Would they not serve you? Would they hold you back? Would they not get you to that body goal that you have? Okay, uncomfortable question number 2. If your future self met you today, would they thank you or would they resent you? We are obviously in the present right now. Present is the most relevant place to take action because the present is what creates the future. Common sense, right? You have these goals and ambitions and dreams. Well, those things that we're visualizing are depending on the right now. So it's like people are so in their head right now. I don't want to do this right now. I'm too lazy to do this right now. I don't want to make the sacrifices right now. I don't want to take the time right now. I'm lazy right now. I don't feel like it right now. But the now is the time that we have to make that future come possible, right? If you want that dream body, it's being made now. If you want that income, it's going to get created now. If you want that social media success, it's going to come from the posting and the consistency that you have now. Every time you guys feel like you don't want to do it, like that, that pain and that discomfort of, I don't want to do that thing right now. I don't feel like it. There's going to be 2 pains, okay? There's the pain of, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. But then there's that pain of resentment of, because I didn't do it, I don't have X, Y, and Z. Because I didn't do it, I feel like crap. Because I didn't do it, I didn't make more money. Because I didn't do it, my social media is going down. There's those 2 types of pain. You're going to be in pain regardless. So you might as well choose the pain that's going to result in a better outcome for you. Trust me, I know how it feels. I have a list of things that I need to do every single day, right? Let's talk about the gym, for example. When I know I have to go to the gym some days, right? It's that pain and that discomfort of I don't feel like it. I don't want to go. I'm not in the mood. But then if I don't go, it's that pain of I'm so upset with myself and I feel like crap and I don't feel good about myself because I didn't go to the gym today. I'm gonna be in pain and discomfort regardless of the outcome. I might as well choose the outcome that propels me to the future version that I want to become. Uncomfortable question number 3. What dream have you given up on that you know you still want? This is kind of like a reality check because I feel like we all have dreams, right? We have dreams of being X, Y, and Z on social media. We have dreams of having this type of business. We have dreams of being able to quit a career and work for ourselves. We have dreams of, living in this country. Like, we all have dreams. And a reality check for yourself is if you start to catch yourself saying it's just not gonna happen. It's too hard. Maybe it was unrealistic. Like, really return back to that first love feeling that you had when you had that dream. And ask yourself, are there any dreams that you have given up on? And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the answer for all of you guys is gonna be yes, you have given up on a dream that you still want, but it's important that we accept this so that we can then dissect why this may be. Are we the problem? Are we lacking the habits? Are we just being lazy every day? Have we not been consistent? Have we not been putting in the work? So maybe you are the very thing that is holding you back. Maybe it is someone in your life, a friend, a family member, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend that is the reason you perhaps are neglecting that dream now. Maybe they got in your head with it's too good to be true, it's not realistic. They planted self-doubt in you. When you admit that that dream is still there, you can then dissect what is it that stopped me. We can't return to the path of achieving that dream if we're not honest with ourselves and actually asking ourselves this question. Okay, uncomfortable question number 4. Are your goals big enough? Do they scare you enough to keep you up at night? A lot of the time, people are just comfortable, okay? They're comfortable, they're making just enough money, they're comfortable in the place that they live at, they're comfortable, point blank, period. There's also something called a success coma, by the way, okay? I myself have experienced this where I once had this dream and I once had this very big goal of a lifestyle, of an income, of a business, and it was once, impossible to me to even fathom. And then once I stepped into achieving and having all of it, I was like, I didn't realize it, but I kind of got a little stagnant. What once seemed impossible to me became possible, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think I would get here. So I entered kind of this success coma. So are your goals just big enough? I needed to make bigger goals for myself. I needed to stretch myself more. You do not grow in comfort zone. So whatever you're doing right now, if you have a business, if you have a side hustle or whatever it is, you probably can stretch yourself. You probably can make yourself more uncomfortable. If you're not losing sleep over it, if you're not waking up every morning so ready to go, if you're not just going all in, it's most likely because your goals are not big enough. And again, this is something that just admit to yourself. Uncomfortable question number 5 is, what is the most important thing that you have been procrastinating for too long? So like me being so transparent with you guys, for me, it's been my YouTube. I keep saying I want to be consistent. I keep saying I want to post multiple times a week, but because it's long form, and this is my excuses coming out now, but because it's a longer form content and I've been so used to the reels and the TikToks and the Instagram stories, short form content, I've not yet mastered the YouTube, okay? So for me, I had these big goals on YouTube. Like I literally have my vision board on my phone, on my laptop. I have it everywhere. And I have a very big YouTube goal for this year. So I know I have procrastinating YouTube. So for me, I'm able to recognize this, at least say it out loud, admit it to myself, so I can start asking myself, what are the excuses I'm telling myself? I just said it's long form content. It takes me more time. Okay, I need to have a day in the week where I am spending spending filming YouTube videos, not just one, but filming, 3, 4 possibly, so that I'm ready to go for the whole week. All I gotta do is edit and press send. Also, because it takes me I can film a video, but I promise you, it takes me a while to edit it too. I have people that edit my short form content, but YouTube, because I talk so much and I know myself, I know when I am talking too much and I know when I can cut it. I know me best, so I know how to edit my YouTube video, and that can be an excuse in itself, right? I'm saying I don't know if a video editor will know how to edit my YouTube videos properly, but maybe someone will. I've never tried. I've never tried. Maybe I should hire an editor to start editing my YouTube videos because editing takes me so long. So whether it's having an editing day where I'm holding myself accountable to edit those 3 videos that I filmed the day prior, or am I gonna have an editor? So again, thinking to yourself, writing down to yourself, what areas am I not happy with? Where have I not hit certain goals? What are things that I said I was gonna do that I haven't? Where am I procrastinating? How can I find a solution to this? Uncomfortable question number 6. What would you focus on if you weren't afraid of failing? Let's look at social media, for example. Let's say you have these social media goals. You want to have a social media brand, you want to start making money on social media, you have these social media, you want to be a content creator full-time, you want to do it so badly, but you are too intimidated to start. You don't know where to start. You feel scared. You feel shy. You're too nervous to go live. You feel uncomfortable putting out that content. You're wondering what people are going to think. Like, you have these social media goals of what you want to do, but you just haven't taken action because you're afraid for some reason. Being able to identify these things, full force run at this. It kind of goes back to that when I was explaining, it's like the fear of running at that thing is fearful, right? But then that fear of knowing I will never have that because I never tried. I am still nowhere where I want to be because I'm not pushing myself hard enough. I'm so afraid to go after this thing, which is why all these people ahead of me are having the results that I want. So it's like there's 2 fears. There's the fear to run at it, but then there's the fear of knowing you're never going to have it simply because you didn't run at it. You have to be in fear regardless, but one of the fears sucks because that fear leaves you in the exact same position, never getting what you want, never getting you to what you desire. But then one of the fears gets you there. What fear are you choosing? Number 8, what is one decision you've been avoiding because it makes you too uncomfortable? Maybe you are unhappy with your income and you know that starting that side hustle, saying yes to that opportunity, taking that new job, doing that thing that could possibly make you more money could be the solution to your problems. But obviously taking risks, saying yes, changing what you're doing, starting something new is very scary, very uncomfortable. But we know that is the one thing that can actually allow us to start making more money. Uncomfortable question number 9. Are you proud of how you spend all your time? I promise you, a lot of us are gonna feel this one. We're gonna feel this one. So analyzing this, asking yourself, are you actually proud of how you spend your entire day? Like, even look at today. Are you proud? Think of all your goals, all those dreams. Are you proud of all the things that you did today? Are you proud of how you spent your time, the things that you did? Do you gotta work on time management? Do you gotta work on productivity systems? Do you gotta say no to these people? Do you gotta make sacrifices? Do you gotta put yourself in other environments? Like, being able to just know a lot of these questions is so we can be honest with ourselves, answer it, and then work on a solution for ourselves. And the 10th and final uncomfortable question to ask yourself to unlock your full potential this year is, what life would you need to live to die with no regrets? I think this comes down to just the whole idea of wasted potential. We are in our prime years right now. We have the best opportunities in front of us right now. Everything that we see happening around us, it's because now is the time to do it, to take advantage of crypto, to take advantage of social media. I have this saying, and I've heard it so many times, and it's carried on in my mind year after year after year after year. If you're to pass away and get to that last conversation where you were pretty much shown, this is who you could have been. This is the life you could have lived. These are the things you could have done. This is the body you could have had. This is the health you could have had. This is the business size you could have had. This is the social media growth you could have had. This is the tables you could have been sitting at. This is the house you could have lived in. This is the lifestyle you could have provided for your family. This is the legacy you could have left. This is the impact you could have created. Like, this is the everything you could have. That feeling of wasted potential drives me crazy. And I think you should just genuinely, and this is like getting deep, but tomorrow's not promised. The only thing we have is today. There are people that didn't wake up this morning, right? And these are the people that had all these goals and all these dreams, and they said they want to do this, and they said they're going to change this. They said they're going to start having more of this. They thought, but they never took action, and they didn't wake up this morning. And I know that sounds very deep. I don't want to get too, deep like that, but it's that concept of wasted potential. Today is the only day that's guaranteed. Take action on all those things that you want: the relationship, the income, the body, the goals, the lifestyle, where you want to live, moving to that country. Like, say yes, do it all now, do it scared, do it not ready, stretch yourself, push yourself. But those, you guys, are 10 uncomfortable questions to ask yourself to unlock your full potential in 2025. Sit with yourself, ask yourself these questions, answer these questions honestly with yourself, deeply with yourself. Like, sit and get deep with yourself, be vulnerable, be raw, be real, and then come up with solutions after you've answered all of them, right? Solutions, problem solving, game plans. What are you gonna do to change possibly the outcomes and the answers and whatnot of these questions that you've asked yourself? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Also, any video recommendations you guys have for me, drop them down below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm active on there every single day. I'll put my Instagram down below. That being said, I'll see you guys in my next video.